What is up? What is good? Piston back again with another video. So today is going to be a review for Arsenal's All or Nothing episode 1, guys. You know, I was going to put like Premier League footage over this, but I couldn't because the Premier League always blocks like, or they always block their footage as well, because again, it is their footage. So you're going to have to deal with me. But I've chosen like the most important parts from episode 1 that I want to talk about, like the key moments for me that stuck out. If you've got any like parts that you want to speak about, comment down below. I'm always happy to hear your opinions, guys. But yeah, we'll go right into it. So it starts off right with the Euros when Bukayo Saka missed the penalty and the whole racial abuse that he got. You know, and for me, like this kind of moment, I do remember it fully because again, I live in England, I live in Manchester. One of the guys missed it, so it was everywhere. You know, when Bukayo Saka came back to the Arsenal training ground and the whole like show of support, like from the kids all around England, plastered like all around the wall. You know, it actually touched my heart, you know, because I was like, yeah, man, Saka's a nice guy, bro. Like, I really like Saka. For the guys, right, that watch my channels or even like our channel regulars, you know that I've actually met Saka before he was even like famous. He even played for us, like before he was his first team starter for Arsenal. I met him 4 days he made his debut in the Euros, like at work. Spoke to him and his dad and his brother, nice people. So whenever I think of Bukayo Saka, right, I always think of that like interaction I had with him. Even my friend, right, who supports Arsenal, he's met him and he said the same thing as well about Bukayo Saka. So for me, I think he's a stand-up guy, didn't deserve that, you know. And also this disclaimer, guys, I always say like and like, because I do have a stutter if you guys have not picked that up yet. But yeah, so it moves on right to the first game of the season against Brentford, bro. I remember this game, you know, Brentford fam away, you know. And the thing is too, yeah, I told my friend with a straight face because it was like a Friday. It was like a Friday around like 4 p.m. and he was like, Preston, what do you think the score is going to be? I looked at him with a straight face, dude. I was like, Arsenal's going to lose this game 2-0. I think that Ivan Toney is going to be too much for them, bro. And look what happened, you know. And the thing is, throughout episode 1, right, like they skipped out that Brentford game really quick, but Brentford were really dominant. It should have been at least like 3-0 or even 4-1 in my opinion. But yeah, man, like the whole backlash from that too, it actually prompted Edu Vinay, I think it's Vinay, the Indian guy that was like very prominent throughout the episode 1, and Josh Kroenke too. I'll talk more about Josh Kroenke like in a bit, because there's a few things that I picked up from him. But yeah, like it literally just skipped to them, right, like in a boardroom talking about transfers. And what impressed me, yeah, is they had like of course they were like a football pitch, right, like a picture of a football pitch, and they had players like the Arsenal players in their like preferred positions. So let's say like there was Bellerin, Cedric, Chambers, and Ainsley Maitland-Niles, right? That was right back. And then there was like Saka and Aubameyang striker. So they had them all like in their positions, and they were thinking about like which players to sell, which players to bring in. And I like that, because they actually it shows that they're actually taking it serious as well, you know. And it shows that like Edu means business. They did make signings. They actually brought in Nuno Tavares, they brought in Sambi Lokonga, they brought in Ben White for 50 million, and Ramsdale as well, you know. So yeah, it's for me, right, when they signed Ramsdale, like I was like, dude, why are they signing? I made a video about this. If you guys look back in my channel, I actually made a video about this. Like, why are they signing Ramsdale? Like, can't they bring her somebody else like who's better? Someone like a Handanovic, or even like a Jan Sommer, somebody who's better, somebody who's actually well known and well experienced. But it kind of, I think they proved me wrong. Even my dad, right, who's a Man United supporter, just like me, he told me that like Ramsdale was a good goalkeeper. I was arguing with him, like, it's not a good goalkeeper, Dad. He's been relegated with Bournemouth and Sheffield United, but it's actually proved me wrong, right? And the thing is with Josh Kroenke, like as I said, I'll get to him. Like he's that guy like who's actually getting hands-on with the job, meeting the players, the interaction that I had with Bukayo Saka, saying like, just ignore it, you've got like a great future in the sport. I actually kind of respect that. Even when he's speaking with Arteta, like they kind of look like they're like best friends. They kind of look like bros, like from the vibe that I'm getting. So I'm like, okay then. And me thinking about how like Man United, like the board are interacting with Ten Hag and the players is completely different. It's completely different. It's a completely different vibe. So with Josh Kroenke, like yeah, he's taking it serious, and I'm actually impressed by it. The next game, the Chelsea game, I remember this game because like I was Lukaku, bro. I was like, Lukaku is gonna murder the Premier League. He's gonna come back, be top goal scorer. He's coming back like Thanos. What was it? First 10 minutes, man scores. I was like, I told you guys. I told you he's coming back. Then Rhys James scores, right? The crowd at the Emirates Stadium, the fans booing, pressure on them. And the thing is too, that entire game, Lukaku ran that entire game. At halftime, there's an interaction with Xhaka and Pablo Mari, and Xhaka saying to you guys, bro, like Lukaku is too much of a handful. Arteta's even brought out like the board and he's telling him, it's like he's dragging you guys too deep and you have to do something about it. Again, nothing does happen. They do lose 2-0. Their second back-to-back loss with Brentford, of course being the first game, and then the second game being Chelsea, and then the Man City game happens, man. I've got my notes. So, yeah, I've got my notes. But yeah, the Man City game happens, right, bro? Because I was writing notes like throughout this, because I was taking it seriously. I was like, I know there's points I need to write about. But the Man City game happens. The 5-0 shaving, bro. The 5-0 shaving. And in my mind, I'm thinking like, it's Man City. I'm not surprised. I'm genuinely not surprised that it was like a 5-0 shaving. But yeah, bro. Even Shaq again the record and. Not to pick on Granit Xhaka, right? But I was like, this guy, why does he? How does he play for Arsenal? He's always getting, every single time when I see like Granit Xhaka doing something, he's always getting a red card. Bro, I'm surprised he didn't even get like a red card in the changing room, bro, or even in the training session for like throughout the documentary throughout episode 1. So in my mind, I was like, bro, like Granit Xhaka is such a liability, you know. But anyway, they were bottom, fam, like 0 points, and Tottenham were at the top, and the media, right, was all over, fam. They were all over Mikel Arteta, pressuring him, and like fans are saying that Arteta needs to go, because literally those fans, right, stood outside the Etihad Stadium, and they were just hearing the goals going, bro, and it's like, he has to go, fam, he has to go. But so after that game, there's the signed Takehiro Tomiyasu. In my opinion, right, I think that how many videos I done on Tomiyasu throughout my channel. I rate the guy, bro. Like he's a quick, deceivingly quick, like defender, over 6 foot tall. He's both footed, can play like pingers, fam. He's got a great delivery on him as well, you know. So when they signed him for 17 million, right, I was like, yeah, it's a great signing, bro. It's 17 million for Tomiyasu is so cheap. It's so cheap compared to Harry Maguire, compared to Aaron Wan-Bissaka, compared to Ben White, bro. It's so cheap, and throughout that season, he actually impressed. So I was not surprised to how good he is. And then the players, they're talking about the Norwich game, and they're saying, and it was an interaction with Lacazette and Bukayo Saka, right? And they're talking like, if Arsenal do not win this game, it's going to be the worst start in any team in the Premier League, bro, since the Premier League started. The worst start ever. So they had to win this game, but Bukayo Saka saying, oh, it's going to be a 3-0, 3-1 victory, you know. And then it's match day, Arsenal versus Norwich. There's a speech that Arteta gives out, right? And about Arteta, for me, when he first got announced as Arsenal manager, I was sat down with my friend, because this is like Matty, and he spoke Arsenal, and in my mind I was like, bro, this guy's not good. I was telling him, I was like, he's gonna be dead, fam. And this episode kind of changed my mind a little bit, and I actually got a little bit of respect on him, because you can see that the coaching, the relationship that he has with the players, like the interactions he has with Saka, where he's telling him when to run, like if he's gone early, he's speaking to Ben White about he's defending. There was a trailer too, like in one of the trailers where he's speaking to Nuno Tavares. I think it's either in Portuguese or in Spanish, and he's explaining to him, and he's going into detail. And Granit Xhaka is saying like he's like a freak, you know. He goes into so much detail. So I'm like, okay, it's winning my respect here. And even him just moving like the little pieces around against Chelsea. The whole they were in the training facility, right, for Arsenal, and he's watching footage like game footage with the players, and he's telling them what to do. You know, that's proper coaching, and he's actually better. He's actually a better coach or manager than Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. You know, and he gives a speech off, right, about him like having a heart attack and high performance. I'm very much into high performance. I listen to the high performance podcast by Jake Humphrey. Shout out to him, like what a podcast that is. And he's talking about like his heart disease, and when he had for 2 years he had to have like open heart surgery in Spain, and he's saying that like I've got levels like in my heart, you know. When it was that Man City win, no, the Man City loss, like the 5-0 loss, like my heart was on the floor. I felt down to zero. But when I'm training with you guys, when I'm with you guys, my heart is full, you know. And it kind of touched me. I was like, okay, man, Arteta, go on. In my mind, I was like, these guys better win. But of course, the one was from last season. So yeah, they do play Norwich. They do win 1-0 in a scruffy goal, because it was like. It was Nicholas Pepe. He had the ball. He hits against like Tim Crew, right? The ball bounces up. Nicholas Pepe falls over Tim Crew. It hits his leg, and then Aubameyang taps it in for a 1-0 win. A 1-0 win again that like Arteta needed, because his head was on the chopping block, because you could see that like Josh Kroenke doesn't want to sack Arteta because he actually likes him. So yeah, it was a little bit of a breather for him. But the next game and the next episode, it is against Tottenham Hotspur, the North London derby. And spoiler alert, if you didn't watch last season and you're catching up on the reality show that is football, the Premier League, the Arsenal won that game. You know, the whole famous slide by Aubameyang, so they actually won the game. So for me, what I'm looking forward to, again, like the most important parts to how the players like are preparing like throughout like the training sessions, like leading up to the Tottenham game, after the Tottenham game as well, you know, and seeing how they even interact with the Tottenham players, and seeing what the fans say too. Because yeah, fam, like I do like these all or nothing series. I watched the one for Tottenham last season. That was brilliant. I was watching the Man City one, but I turned it off because they were winning too much. But yeah, guys, if you got your thoughts, comments or concerns, you know what to do. Comment down below. If you stuck around this long, thank you so much for actually listening to me stutter, you know, and for listening to my opinion. And again, if you got comment, you know, like an opinion as well, you know, as I said before, comment down below. That keeps upon your boy. Don't forget to subscribe. Please leave a like. Put me through the algorithm, you know. And yeah, episode 2 is coming out in the next up and coming days. Probably expect it for possibly Sunday or Saturday or Sunday, guys. Just expected them. But yeah, I've been Preston doing my review. I was gonna say reaction, 7-minute reactions, but my review for the Arsenal or Nothing episode 1, guys. It's gonna be a bumpy ride. I'm looking forward to it, but it's gonna be a bumpy ride. It's gonna be jokes, so stay tuned for that, guys. I'm signing out. Keep it real. Peace.